actually like,
Okay. So
wish you could turn on a screen for a test. You're plugged in, you got...
I'm all up and running.
How many tapes do you have?
I've got 7 or 8 today.
Okay, I got
Hey,
like
John.
5. You have 90 minutes or 1 hour?
1 hour tapes.
Okay.
7 to 8 1-hour tapes.
you can see testing is just about to get underway. These are the 5 machines that will be tested. Each candidate's camp had a hand in choosing these. It's all part of a state audit after Democrat Christine Jennings alleged these machines malfunctioned. She says the state audit is all well and good, but she wants her own investigation into these machines.
Problem is, it's set up in such a way, makes it very difficult, as you can see, to train my camera on all 5 screens at once. You can, however, get in almost an entire news report.
The system won't be thrown out. They'll just do a recount. Right now, Vern Buchanan is the winner, but if state officials can prove that there was a flaw, then there will be a recount here in the 13th district. You bet.
And this is the second day of the audit, the state audit, the self-regulated, self-mandated state audit. And here's how it is being set up. As you can see, there are 5 machines being tested today. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 screens across the way. The voters are on the buddy system to make sure that no one drowns. We are filming this on our own. This is what the state has given us and the press to look at. Now, I know it's a little bit glary, but even if it weren't a little bit glary, you cannot see the ballots. So when we objected, they gave us 2 monitors, which are on 2 of the cameras, but of course we still have 3 outstanding. Without the scripts and without video transmission or video tape of the actual ballots being cast by the testers, there's no way to tell if we have an anomaly. You just kind of have to take the state at their word. Even though there were problems with Tuesday's parallel testing, they're insisting that it was, of course, voter error. I'm sure these voters love to hear that after sitting in a room 12 hours. Because, of course, now you see on the community clock, it's 2:57, and these poor state office employees have been doing this since 7 o'clock this morning. Essentially what they're doing is they're re-entering the ballots per a script, via script that has been given them by the state. We also have that script. This is us. And that is, of course, Mr. Finley and one of his legal assistants, and, of course, our Leonard. And they are having a hot topic conversation about possible ways the ballots could have been affected by various stimuli.
If these are capacity, that would explain tons of people who can't get their screen to push. You would have to cooperate if your finger is super dry.
Mr. Finley and his team in Leonard are discussing all of the different computer variations, programming, ballot design, and program definitions that would give people the kinds of problems that have been reported in the voter testimony that Mr. Finley has collected. No one's been able to answer that question?
Yeah,
about how we can get you on one of those machines?
I tried to ask the question today and the guy ran away from me. He ran in circles.
The Drury guy, David Drury.
He took evasive actions. He was all over the map. I just wanted to walk beside him and just kind of like take advantage of the fact that he had a long corridor to walk down and just kind of ask him one question, which was, if I wanted to actually be one of the testers for these machines, what would I have to do, Mr. Drury? Would I have to like get employed by your agency before I could touch one of those screens? Even though they're mine, because I'm an American citizen and kind of like they belong to me as a public, you know?
That's a very good question, and you got no response. And
oh, I got a response. He was very emphatic that he wasn't going to talk. And when I made it clear that he didn't have any time issues because there was a long hallway he was going to walk down, he just decided to change his intended path.
I see.
He did a 180, went
made
back.
a beeline.
No, he more like did kind of a 3-point turn, you might say.
As all of the voters advocacy groups have pointed out, these are professional testers. These are not voters. They're not under the same situation and the same, external environment and external pressures that voters would be experiencing also. these computers, these iVototronics, are hung on the wall, as opposed to being flatly laid out the way most people experience them on election day. As a result, calibration trouble could be completely different as a result of height and angle of the screen and so forth. Alright, so it is, of course, that is the outside hallway, and as you can see, there is no press. You're looking at it. We're it today, with the exception of the Japanese press. That's exciting. It's good to know the Japanese are now besting us in everything, including our news footage. And it was also pointed out they did it all on high def. And this will be for voter action for Mr. Finley and his people to review, and that way when the state releases their results, even though we may not have the best footage, even though we may have missed a vote here or there, we can track certainly we can track some of the patterns, which I think is probably the best way to spend today. I don't think there's anything else you need to know about this process at this point. We are appalled that we're not seeing more people.